head up to the upper lot on Taking Horse Mountain here. I'm going to be doing Rudi's today. It's a pretty beginner ski tour. I don't know if it gets much more beginner than this, to be honest. But it's a good one for exercise or for when you're solo or for when conditions suck. If the resort's been skied out, there's usually some good powder there. So, just got this new camera. I'm gonna try it out, see how it looks. And the parking lot is one way to access it. I started at the upper lot near the patrol hut, and you just go towards the Pioneer Chair. Just go under it, groom track, and then you'll get onto Ray's place here. It's pretty straightforward. It can get in pretty bad condition when it hasn't snowed for a while and you're trying to skin up over moguls. But yeah, Rudi's from here. It's a great option for when conditions are poor. When you're solo, like me, or you just want some exercise, which is what I'm doing today. You can stay entirely clear of avalanche terrain and you'll usually still find some good snow. So I'm just gonna get the race place out of the way here. Probably take me about, I don't know, 45 minutes, an hour to get up here usually. Race place here. It took me about an hour and again 1,600 feet. For this, I used to always stick to the lookers left coming up, but there's almost never anybody on this run. Like today, for example, I didn't see any people. So when it gets too steep or too icy or too mogly, I'll cut over and do what I need to do to get up it. You might see some skin tracks going off into the trees and stuff. You can follow them; they'll come back onto the run. And then a lot of people will also, when they get just down below the last little roll here, or right towards the top, they'll cut over onto, I think it's Blaster over there, and they'll skin up towards G7 corner. I don't like doing that. I just want to get off the resort property, as fast as possible. So I always start skinning once I get up to the top of Race Place here. You can see here ahead of me. There's not always skin tracks. Often there are, but basically you've got Feuz Bowl to your left. You've got sort of a canyon and the molars to your right. So it's hard to do this incorrectly. It's kind of a choose your own adventure type thing. There are better ways to do it and worse ways to do it, but you can't really get too lost. This is kind of karma for me, I guess. I do Rudi's about every week just for exercise, and I put in just the laziest skin track ever because there wasn't one a couple of weeks ago, and now it's become the de facto skin track. Nobody wanted to put in their own, which is how it started in the first place. So ever since I put it in, I've just been skidding up my really shitty feet. Been about an hour since I got to the top of Race Place, and I've made the ridge, started the end of the ridge here, at about 7,100 feet, and this is my favorite part where I can downshift my wheel risers and help my knees out a little bit. But yeah, just basically going up this way. It's a lot more mellow now. I've only done about 2.2 miles and almost 3,000 feet of elevation, so it's pretty consistent steep. All right, there you have it, Rudi's Ridge. You'll know you're here by the prayer flags. And first things first, as always, as a matter of safety, sure you get your Diet Coke out. Oh, that's good stuff. Okay. So if you've never been up Rudi's before, just over that way is Mini Ridge and the resort boundary. So I'm looking this way right here is south, and south is very easy riding. You can see the whole way down what you're getting into. It's a little steeper potentially. You're getting it to an angle where you could trigger something on a higher risk day. But if that's the case, you can go more southeast, get into these trees and this lower angle stuff sort of to the east, and you can still get yourself back into the resort boundary if you want. One very important note is if you get to the resort boundary and it says stop avalanche control, do not duck the rope, because they're potentially doing control, or things are at risk of sliding and they don't want anybody in there. So don't go and ruin that for everybody by ducking the rope when you're not supposed to. And then over here, this is the north part of Rudi's Ridge. If you've never been up here before, yeah, you're probably not going to be skiing. So looking over there, that's the Molars, and also a good solo trek, kind of easy day. Maybe I'll do a video on that another time. Obviously a little bit more avalanche consideration over there, but pretty similar to Rudi's, easy route finding. You can also access it. There's kind of a ramp right here. I wouldn't ride it solo. I might ride it today solo just because things are so stable, but on most days I would not ride that solo. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the most part. Usually there's people up here. I'm going to be riding east, and I'm going to try and ride right back down to Race Place. Denser, steeper trees. It's a little bit more, it's not as flowy as it is over here, but then I can avoid just riding a groomer down for half of it. And yeah, I don't know, do some experimentation over there, see if I can find something fun. But that's the plan for today. Just gonna drink my Diet Coke and relax for a little bit. It's a pretty nice day. I know it probably doesn't look like it, but more on Rudi's. I'm at 7,700 feet. roughly where you top out at Rudi's, and that took me almost exactly 3,500 feet over 2.9 miles. It can be quite good riding. It's not going to be as fun as like Rogers Pass or something, but if you're new to ski touring, or you want to test out some new gear, or you just want some exercise, like this is by far one of the better options. 10-15 minutes from town. You pretty much do it in any condition, and yeah, great workout. And you know, when the rest of the resort has been skied out, you can come up here. You can always find lines. Not as steep as Kicking Horse, but yeah, this spot holds some good stuff. Even coming up today, it hasn't snowed in 2 or 3 weeks here, and I'll try and do a video on the way down, but it looked like it was going to be some decent skiing. Alright, yeah, never skied with this thing. Didn't really read on how to ski with this thing, if I'm being honest. So I'm going to try my best. Alright, yeah, I'm going to try my best, and keeping it kind of low there, because it's going to be going through a lot of trees, and I don't want to smack it on trees. Alright. Alright, yeah, my goal is just to ski east. There is funner, steeper skiing down to the south there, but we're just gonna have a nice little cruiser today. Whew. Alright. This is probably as far left as you kind of want to go here, but we're going to go on some exploration. trees to breathe in. But it's actually still pretty soft. Woo! It's pretty fun actually. I'm old. I'm tired. I've never seen this before. Holy! Needed to explore. Good powder too. Steeper than I want to get into here. So something like this on the upper side, especially when you're alone. Very large tree wall. close to our skin track here. I actually know where we are. That was awesome. Back here. Alright, but carry on. From here on out, it's going to be mostly this crap, but I'll take it as to improve my skiing. Back to the top of race place there. Just gonna go over here and see what these people are getting after. Another spot I didn't really know was here. This is just skiers left the race place, and I hate race place, so it's a welcome change. Like I found some cliffs. Not a good enough skier to hit these cliffs. Maybe in my snowboarding days. So I'm just gonna try and ski around them here. Looks much more manageable. Beautiful. Looks like I'm not the first person. Here you can get a better look at what I was looking at from up there. Maybe next year. the cliff right there. Hit it, kind of come on top of that rock, and then skewed out. Looks manageable if you just send it, but I'm in no position right now to just send it. Okay, let's get back to race. Back in resort boundaries. We are still quite high up on race place, actually. Not my favorite run, I'll be honest. Alright, right back to the down. Perfect. That's Rudi's Ridge.